what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a cluster. I'm going to bring you guys in on the low cluster. Okay, we're going to build it up, take you down. Then we're going to do the scrapes with the timpani. All right, and then we'll add the suspended timpani, and we'll do a timp roll out, and I'll bring the brass in. Okay? Here we go. All right, so we're starting with violins. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to bring in the low, clustering. Bringing in the low brass, horns, and flutes, clarinets. All right, doing your cluster. Now we're going to do our scrapes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, right there you got a very creepy cue. and that's a very easy way to score film. It works well. I mean, you can immediately see, all the creepiness, the suspense as someone's about to, get attacked. And that's how you would, those are some of the techniques that you would use. And I would do that with a real orchestra. So we're going to do this again, and just so you know, this is from the scene of Doomsday where this rider comes in on this, black rider comes in on this horse, and has this big battle. And so one of the things that is important with film music, it's all about dynamics. Dynamics are an intention of like what are you actually trying to accomplish with the music. And how can dynamics affect it? And I mean, you guys are so great, so I really don't have a lot of comments, but maybe what would be a useful exercise would be if you can. It starts with the pulse, and you've got the timpani, who's giving that pulse, and you've got the basses and the cello. You're really sort of representing this dark rider that's coming in, and then obviously low brass comes in, also representing this kind of deep, dark, black figure. So one of the things that you can do to heighten the sound is if you can really at the beginning give the basses, you drive the orchestra. For me, first thing I always look at is what are the basses doing in whatever. So if you can really give me more on that, really, don't worry about it being even slightly ugly, because we're creating an atmosphere here that's quite sort of threatening. So if you want to really sort of dig in on that. Same with the cello. If you want to, again, sort of really be nice and marcato on that, doesn't mean you don't need to be necessarily louder. Just nice and tight and give it sort of some sharpness. And then trombones and tuba. When you come in, can you crescendo at the very end of your note? So you come in and just like say in the last couple of beats, just give it a final sort of push out each time you have that low figure. Violins, when you come in, same thing. You're adding a new element to what is essentially this kind of rhythmic thing that's building and building. So when you come in with the da da dum da dum, same thing. If you can just sort of give it some intensity. And we got the violins, flutes. You guys did a great job. You sounded awesome. You all sounded awesome. word out of my mouth is going to be?
I do.
Dynamic! You see, if everyone plays at the same volume, you lose the drama. You lose drama. Drama is all about dynamics. And actually, listening to, it doesn't matter how great a player you are, unless you're listening to your neighbor and you're listening to the group. One of the things I find when I work with orchestras that really play together a lot is they're listening to each other the whole time, and they're knowing where they are in terms of what their role is, not just what they're playing, but also what everyone else is playing. So here we go. So let's create our piece of music. Okay. I want you to listen, blend with your neighbors, make it as scary sounding as possible. Have fun with it. All right. Here we go. You can start the violin cluster. Alright, let's bring on choir. You can start with a cluster, not the pals, alright? Very softly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Alright, low guys, ready for your slide? Tim, ready? Piano ready? Here we go. Ready on the cymbal? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Guys, I'm so impressed. My goodness. When I was here, I was, sequestered in the chapel, with a small group rock band, just kind of trying to play surreptitiously without anyone noticing. And I come back and I see just this gorgeous building and this amazing teachers and, just an amazing facility and just the passion you have for music. I went on a tour and I saw people playing the piano and playing guitar and just creating and being passionate about it, and that's amazing to see. And so just follow your dreams. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.